If I come down now and right click on the taskbar, here we have a familiar menu. From here we can manage toolbars. We can also manage windows, such as cascading windows or stacking them or seeing them side by side. We can also minimize all of the windows by selecting Show the Desktop, as I've just done. We can start Task Manager from here, which has been the same for the last couple of versions of Windows, and also unlock or lock the taskbar. Currently the taskbar is locked, and we can see that by the tick in the left-hand column, but if I click on this option and right-click again, we can see that the taskbar is now unlocked because there's no tick in the left-hand column. There are some interesting properties though in the Properties window. I'll click on Properties and I'll drag this window out a little bit. Here we can see in the taskbar appearance group that all of these options are turned off. We just unlocked the taskbar, so there's no tick there. But we can auto hide the taskbar or use small icons if we like. But one of the interesting options is the taskbar location on screen. So from here I can choose a different edge of the screen for the taskbar and also the start menu. So as you can see here, it's on the left hand side, on the top. You could always do this in other versions of Windows as well, but you had to unlock the taskbar first, then click and drag it to the appropriate edge of the screen. But now this option has been added to the taskbar and start menu properties dialog box, which is interesting. I'll select bottom, click apply. We also have taskbar button options, so always combine like we've got with the Internet Explorer icons down here, and hide the labels, but we can also combine when the taskbar is full or never combine. The notification area, we can also customize what happens in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. If I click on this button, this opens up a dialog box, and I'll actually come back and talk more about this dialog box a little bit later on because there's another way to access this window. I'll click on cancel. And would we like to use Arrow Peak to preview the desktop? And this is turned on by default, but you can turn it off. If I come up and click on the Start menu, here we have Power Button Action, and currently this is set to shut down. This is another really useful feature of Windows 7. If I come down and click on the Start button, now to shut down the computer, all we have to do is come over and click on Shut Down. We have this menu off to the right hand side so that we can hibernate or sleep or do any of these other options, but now we can just click on Shut Down to shut down the computer. In Windows Vista there was a picture of a power button and also a lock. No one ever knew whether they were shutting the machine down or locking it or putting it to sleep or hibernating it. It was a terrible mess. But now with Windows 7 they have gone back to English as opposed to hieroglyphics, and now we just click on Shut Down to make the computer shut down. From here you can choose whatever you would like that button to do, but shutdown is usually a good way to go. We have some privacy options. Would you like to store and display recently opened programs on the Start menu, or would you like to store and display recently opened items on the Start menu and the taskbar? Here we have the Toolbars tab. So again, we can manage toolbars from here in the same way as when we right-clicked on the taskbar, and here we have access to the toolbar management as well. So some interesting options relating to the taskbar.